Alright, good afternoon everyone. I was outside, but there's a bit of work and things going out in people's gardens, so it was too noisy, so I've come in for you. So hopefully it will be better. And we've still got some daylight, so hopefully it'll be light enough for you. So let's set ourselves up. Let's give our shoulders a little bit of a roll, couple of rolls. And then sit the shoulders back and down. And draw the head back too. Then bring hands to the hips and let's rock forward and back. So we come in and out of our neutral spine. And then when you're ready, finding somewhere in the middle of those two, engaging the abdominals. Then making sure that your legs are not bent, but they're not locked. Okay. So finding that, keeping the tension in the abdominals and beginning to rock your weight. Now you're taking it to one side, to the front, to the other side and back. Alright, so you're just playing a little bit with the weight through your feet, through your toes, through your heels, and then change direction. But as you do that, see if you can maintain posture. So we're not sticking the bottom out or the chest forward. We're just rocking the weight. All right, then spread those toes out, feel that weight firmly in the ground and start to swing the arms forward and back. We're going to come to you a little bit for this one. All right, so arms are swinging, palms are down. And you can start to bring the arms a little bit higher. And then take a big hug. So clasp your hands, press the hands forward, round out your back and push through the palms. Then open the arms, clasp the hands behind you and lift your chest. Come back to your swings. This time I want the palms down, so that will feel a little bit different, and you can start to take that a bit higher too. Then come back to your hug again, so clasp hands, press hands forward around the back. Then open arms, bring hands behind you, lift chest, and this time maybe you can just rise up onto the toes. Bring legs wide now, so they're a little bit bent. I'm just going to swing arms side to side. Let your arms be really heavy, and then you can start to shift weight, leg to leg. As you do that, you can come low or high. Let's hold one bend now. Check your knees going in line with your toes. Let's take the hug here. So we round through the back. Then we bring the hands behind us. We clasp and lift the chest. And that leg should be just getting a little bit warm. Come back to your swing, side to side. And then hold the other side. Clasp hands, round through the back. Bring hands behind you. Lift the chest. Now bring feet back to face front. Breathe in and lift your arms all the way up. And then just let them open. So come again, inhale, hands all the way up and let them open. Bring tension into the abdominals. One more. And then as the arms open, I want you to roll down, but you're in a wide stance, okay? Then you gather the hands at the bottom, reach up, roll through the spine. Now the legs, I want them to bend a little bit here. So it's different doing it in a wide stance. You can probably move a little bit quicker. And now this time I want you to bend legs first. So legs bend, then you round down, and then you roll up. That's really warming, yeah? Legs bend, round through the spine, roll up. Let's do 2 more. So we're in a squat, then we come into a roll down. 1 more, squat, roll down, and lift. Open the arms and step in. And bring yourself to all fours on your mat. Okay, so come and set up with hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and find that slight curve in your lower back for your neutral spine. Relax shoulders. So we're going to take the opposite arm and leg long, and I want the abdominals engaged. We're holding here. Check that your hips stay level. Okay, so we haven't done that. Should be a little bit of a kind of shaky feeling through the body. And can you see how high my arm is? So get your arm level with your ear if you can. Let's change sides. And lift. So I'm dropping my hip down a little bit to get my hips level. Let's come again. This time we're going to take the arm and the leg out to the corner, so the opposite corner. So I want the thumb up. It's not here, it's reaching to the corner, and I still want those hips level. So that's quite hard to keep those hips level. You should feel the abdominals working. And then change sides when you're ready. Okay, and rest. So push back to child's pose. Let your lower back just stretch and enjoy. And then I'm going to come and face you here for this bit. So I want you to take your left arm out to the side. And then I just want you to think about dropping this shoulder down to the ground. So you get a stretch through the front of the shoulder. You might get it in the arm too. Then that same arm, you're going to reach it further forward and you're going to pull back. So you get a stretch up the side of the back. Let's do those 2 on the other side. So arm comes wide, shoulder drops. Then arm reaches forward and we pull back. Come up to your knees. You could sit if you want a moment off your knees. Take a side bend. Then come across the other side. Now see if you can do it with both hands clasped. Got palms up again. Come to your side bend now and keep your head even in between both arms. There should be a bit of a work in that as well as a stretch through the side. Breathe in and lift. Come across the other way. So remember, you could do this seated if you want to come off your knees. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come back to all fours, and we're going to put the horse stance exercise together here. So let me show you, but feel free to join in when you're ready. We lift straight, going to hold for 4, then open to the corner and hold for 4. So we're staying steady. Let's change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, open 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep going with that. If that's too long for you, just do it for 2. And we're keeping those hips level each time. Yeah, one more each side if you can. And change, last time, change. And rest. Now you can push back to shelf stretch again here. Or you can come and lay on your front. That's where we're coming to next. We're coming to lay on our front. Okay, so on our front here, we're going to have elbows level with shoulders. Okay, and we're going to start just by lifting one arm and then the other, because I want you to get a sense of the fact that the arm doesn't pull back as it lifts. So it lifts high, it doesn't do this, it lifts up. Now reach your arm forward and see if you can pull the arm back to that same position as you lift it. Yeah, don't take it back too far. It will make sense why soon. Head in line with spine, trying to keep that elbow up as you pull it back. Up and up. Okay, so stay long. Have right arm, bring both arms back here first of all, that's it. Now take your right arm long and I want you to lift your right arm and your left leg. Hip is on the ground. Now you're going to bend the left leg as you pull the arm back to that same position. So we inhale, we exhale. We inhale, we exhale. Now if it's too much, you could lower back down in between. Otherwise stay up and just think of length. We're doing two more. And rest. Just rest for a moment. Change arms, change your setup here. So lift the arm, lift the leg, bend the leg as you pull back. We're doing 6. If you can get higher each time, do it. And rest. Just rest your head on your hand. So you can repeat that the same, or you can do it with both legs with me. So I'm going to do one set of 8, or you can do 4 on each side, so we won't do 6 on this time. Okay, so if you're coming with both, you've got both arms forward, both legs back, and they're off. You're going to bend both as you pull back. So we inhale, we exhale. We inhale, we exhale. Now I know I'm dropping a bit, but if you can stay up there, stay there. 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And rest. Whew. Come and lay on your backs. And draw your knees into your chest. Now bring arms wide and drop your legs to me. And just stretch that out a little bit. And then take the legs the other way when you're ready. And stretch that out. Time is flying. Okay. So I'm going to bring knees above hips. I'm going to start with just some pelvic tilts. So you're going to tilt the knees in, come back to neutral. As you tilt, I want you to squeeze the abdominals back to neutral. So you might even rest your hand on your belly to feel the squeezing as you come in. Now, if you can, you're going to take that into a reverse curl. So as your knees come in, you see if you can lift your tailbone off the ground. Two more. And rest. Okay, just have a little shake, roll, shake, rattle and roll, and then set the legs up. Now I'm going to scoop the legs, so have a look. You're going to scoop it away and scoop it back. So rather than dropping it, it's a scoop. So have a look again. Scoops away, can finish there or can finish lower. I'm going to alternate, so come with me when you can. Scoop, scoop back. So you can finish here, or you could finish your scoop here. Yeah? Keep those abdominals really tight. Flex the foot if you can, just at the end there, so you have a bit more tension in your abdominals. One more each side. And rest, bring knees in. Take a stretch, and we're going to see if we can put that and your reverse curl together. So let me show you your options. You could do your scoop, and you could take a reverse curl in between. So why don't you join in with that? Just have a go at that first of all. So they're two separate things. Now you can stay with that, or you can make your scoop come all the way up, reverse curl, scoop all the way back. Scoop all the way up, reverse curl, scoop all the way back. Now you've got the momentum of the leg, but I want you really to use abdominals. Woo. Yeah, so I hope you haven't got lost. So you can do one scoop out, one scoop back, one reverse curl, or you can turn your scoop into a reverse curl. Wherever you are, let's do 2 or 3 more. I'm going to do 2 more, 1 more each side. And rest. Oh. Stretch arms and legs, and just stretch your right arm and left leg there. And then change sides. Okay, come onto your side, and we're going to come into a side plank. So I'm going to teach it off the elbow. Alright, if it's too much, just keep hip down and just work on lifting up through your side. So you could be there then as your option. You could be here, or you could stagger the feet and be on the feet. Okay, so first of all, I just want you to hold. Figure out where to have your elbow. Figure out if you need to have that bottom arm padded, because I know it often gets the shoulder, often gets the elbow. And then come back down. Alright, so we're going to come up, we're going to do some pulses. They're tough, so take these options I'm giving you if you need to. You can give yourself lots of cushioning. Come down to knees if you need to. You're coming up, you're going to pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, we did 8. Come down, okay? So I'm trying not to let it build up here, so give that a roll if you need to. We're going to come up into a plank, do 4 pulses, come back down. We're going to do that 4 times, then you've got the option to maybe do a couple more if you're still there. Okay, so we come up, 2, 3, 4, back down. Up, 2, 3, 4, back down. Should be getting you here. Up, 2, 3, 4. Is it working? Yeah? Up, 2, 3, 4. Option to rest, or do 2 more with me. Up. Woo. Last time. spin yourself around. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side, so the same build up. Otherwise you won't go home even. Oh, you are at home. You know what I mean. So find your option. Knees, feet. We're just holding our plank here. First of all. Yeah, getting the arm right. Come back down. Smile. We're going to come up and pulse for 8, 8, 7, yeah? And calm down and rest. Shake out the arm, roll the shoulder if you need to. And then we're going to do 4 to 6 of our 4 pulses at the top. So we come up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down, inhale up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you get a bit higher on this one? Whew. Last one, or 3 more. So you can rest there. Oh. Last one. And rest. Come and lay on your back. Give your shoulder a roll if you need to. Okay, so hands by your ears, elbows wide if you can. You're going to twist and lower. Now the toe can tap down or the leg can shoot forward. Now we're going to take that to a pulse. So have a look. You twist, twist. Notice my knee comes in twice. And my body goes across, 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 across. Okay, have a brief rest. Now you can do exactly the same, or you can miss out the bit where you put your head down, just go from side to side. Okay, it's your last one, and then we're just going to stretch. So let's give it some if we can, yeah? So here we go, pulse, pulse, you can switch, or you can put the head down. We're going to do 30 seconds. Oh, knee in, knee in. You know, try not to tense your neck, so keep a little gap between chin and chest. Oh dear, 10 seconds left. Last one. And rest. Oh. Okay, come up to your knees. Now, we did this stretch to get us really warm here because I knew what was to come. So we're going to take this stretch now to stretch out some of that too. So coming over, holding it for a little bit longer. Change sides when you're ready. Step one leg wide. If you don't want to do this on your knees, you could sit and do this. Come forward to get a nice stretch there in your inner thigh. And you could either keep it there or you could turn the foot out and lift the toes and sink further back, so you can play with that one. Now you're going to step that leg forward to me and stretch the hip at the back. So I think we did this one in our last routine, and then we're going to pull back to stretch through the legs. So I'm doing this now, if you want to see me from the side. Yeah, could be like that. Okay, let's change sides. So you take your other leg out wide, come forward for the stretch. Option here. Bring that leg forward for the hip flexor stretch. then pull back. Alright, so we're halfway up, so let's climb on up. Let's come back to this stretch, so clasp the hands, round out, push the stretch into the upper back, then open the arms, clasp the hands, lift the chest, lean back. Let's do that one more. So rounding, see if you can round the lower back too. And then opening. Just pick your shoulders up, drop them down. One more time, pick them up, drop them down, and we'll finish there. Give yourselves a big clap, well done.